there's a crisis that's going on with dairy.
This is not a regional issue. This is a national issue.
Dairy farmers are hurting and hurting terribly.
What we are seeing is prices plummeting.
They need some hope.
As farmers cope with mounting losses, the psychological impact is beginning to show.
I sat with a dairy farmer. He said, my family has farmed dairy on this land for 11 generations.
Every day they stay in dairying is a day that they lose money.
We have a hotline, literally, in Vermont to help farmers who are just dealing with this extraordinary pressure.
He's going to lose his farm in the next couple of months if we don't do anything.
Our ag folks working in dairy, producing local food, which this country needs. Why is it we can't have a policy that helps them succeed?
I am happy to say that in the last few months, the Congress has begun to wake up to the crisis.
A dairy caucus in the House of Representatives has reconstituted itself.
We're all here united, Republicans and Democrats, because we believe that our farmers are the best among us.
This is not like a factory you can turn on and off, lay people off to idle machinery, bring it right back up.
They're working hard every single day.
You're losing $100 a cow per month. You're hurting.
And the basic question, if we bailed out the bankers because they're too big to fail, are we going to ignore the farmers because they're too small to matter?
I'm delighted that this $350 million amendment that we passed is moving along. It is going to provide some much-needed relief. We've got a long way to go in terms of bringing stability to the dairy industry.
In the short term, we will help with the money.
I would urge my colleagues, do not forget about rural America. Rural America.
This is a heritage, and this is a way of life for us. This is not just a job that my husband goes to every day. This is a way of life that our whole family is involved in and has been forever.
We met the Iwigs back in August 2008. They were struggling.
This is the year that we should have turned this business on. And it started the year 08 looking like we were going to, and then we just got wiped.
It's been kind of a serious thing here lately, you know, thinking about what are we going to do.
But by February 2009, they got hit by the economic crisis.
All right, so there's an email here from the Iwigs. I got the call from my lender this AM that he couldn't carry my note anymore, either find some support or quit.
Well, what's at stake is we've got the whole thing leveraged. The farm, our homes, cows, I mean, the whole thing. So I took a full bank loan. The bank actually got an FSA guarantee. They're going to be covered no matter what. We could be off the farm. We would have no home. We actually could be out on the street.
For 8 months, they pushed back foreclosure. And then, in October, Congress had pledged $350 million in emergency payments to dairy farmers. But sources told us those funds wouldn't be distributed until December. The bank had told the Iwigs they had until October 17th to come up with $40,000.
So all dairies are struggling now, but most of them are not in the situation I'm in with marketing director of the Republic. They got hit when the milk price crashed. They were already paying high-priced feed and high-priced fuel and things like that. But when the milk price crashed, then they were really torn up. We took it sooner.
This goes back to the marketing. We haven't been able, our bank won't allow us the freedom, and we went to the Department of Commerce. When was that? What one? That was like the second time. Mm-hmm. And we went in there to a meeting, and they told us that according to their demographics, Topeka would not buy our milk, and that was basically the reason they turned us down that time.
Topeka is a tough market, but we have found that we have sold $80,000 per product.
Yeah,
in the Topeka
I think we have proven ourselves as being a desired,
having a desired product.
Yeah, a desired
and if
product.
we're not under the economic confines right now that we're under, we probably would have done. We would have come right on through 08 fine.
We have what the public wants.
Isn't that good?
That's nice. Wow.
That is awesome.
watching that video and seeing the look on Michelle's face, you know, when she tried her milk, that was, I've seen that so many times, you know. Wow.
Once you get people to try it, it tastes so much better, they're sold on it, and they'll pay the price for it.
The situation today is we're under the gun and we need to put some money in the bank.
We go to the Saturday farmers market every week, and then we also have a Wednesday version. That's really helped our sales a lot, those two things. But we're limited there because our truck is out on deliveries, so we have to just take all of our milk in coolers, and there's only so much we can take.
I'm the only organic glass bottler anywhere down that way, and those people just, you know, maybe we needed marketing, but I should have sold more than I did.
Ken wants to be completely free from the bank, and he had said, well, maybe he'd sell a quarter of the business, so maybe he thinks he can sell $250,000 worth. And
After hearing no response after repeated requests to his freshman congresswoman, Len Jenkins, who sits on the Financial Services Committee and grew up on a dairy farm, Tim turned to his community.
I'm pretty surprised, really, that folks turned out and said, no, this is something that we really want. We want to be here. We'll put our money where our mouth is. We're in personally for not much, you know, 2 shares, $2,000, but I've kind of rallied some family and friends from around here and elsewhere, and I think I can probably deliver between $8,000 and $10,000 for Tim.
We're still getting people
Emails and calls.
emailing us and calling
The
us.
people that love us, absolutely. I mean, I think they'd take a bullet or die for it. Just to keep buying our milk, you know?
I don't know how it's going to play out. Maybe it's an investment. Maybe it's just a contribution to the community. I'm not looking for a return. I'd like to be able to say 20 years from now, having bought a share of this in the names of each of our kids, and there's a story that goes along with it. And it's an opportunity to teach them a lesson in civic leadership. Somebody's got to stand up and say, hey, look, the system, what we've got going here isn't working. This guy's just trying to make a living, raising some cows and selling some milk. And the news the other night was talking about Citigroup and Wells Fargo and all of them turning huge profits. Wait a second here. What about all the rest of us, the little guys that are financing the deal here? Where's our payback? We're the ones that actually bankroll it, and it's on the backs, quite literally, of somebody like Tim that works 14 hours a day, every day, and doesn't see any real help. So that's part of our motivation. You know, I don't want our daughter to grow up and be developed at 7 years old. I'll stick with milk the way it comes out of the cow. Not to mention the value of just supporting a local guy here.